Pam Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert.
And I'm Erica Botker, Corporate Marketing Specialist.
Quilters, AccuQuilt is always looking to bring you creative dies for fast, innovative, and creative projects. This newest block on board, or bob die, is no exception. It's based on a traditional block. We're so excited to introduce you to the Go Grandmother's Fan die.
We love it. This die is on a 10 by 24 die board, so it'll fit through the Go Big, and even a studio cutter with the appropriate adapter. Now you'll want to make sure you also have a 10 by 24 mat to use with it.
All right, so Erica, let's take a look at this die.
You bet.
This die has 3 distinct shapes that would be difficult to cut by hand. All of the shapes are screen printed for easy piecing and placement, and all of our shapes have that 1/4 inch seam allowance built in. But this is kind of cool, and you're going to talk about these notches, right, Erica?
Yes, that's right. It has curves, but don't be scared. AccuQuilt has added these notches so that they will line up and make your blocks so easy to sew together. Now, we suggest, as always, you make a test block. To change the colorway of the project, check out the free Go Quilt program on AccuQuilt's website.
Now, quilters, this die will make a 9-inch finished block. So to make the Go Fans All Around project, you will need the Go Grandmother's Fan die, the Go 9-inch setting triangles die, and a 2-inch strip die for the sashing and cornerstones.
Great.
Again, since the block finishes to 9 inches, think about pairing it with the Go Mix and Match 9-inch cube to make other fun and whimsical projects.
That's right. Okay, let's show you how to lay out and cut your fabric. So for each block, you're going to need 2 of each of the colors in this shape B.
Right.
Okay.
So that's the fan part.
That's right. Now you can always cut up to 6 layers of fabric. So
we have 6 layers of fabric
6
here.
layers. Perfect.
Yep. And we're going to find that nice tight lengthwise grain.
Super.
And we're going to lay it over the shape. And then this shape A is the center right here, which is kind of the fun part.
Right.
So you just need one, so we're just going to cut one for today. And then what I did, quilters, was I measured shape C into a square and then just cut it in half. All right. All right. There we go. And now we are ready to cut our fabric.
Perfect.
So let me grab our mat.
Okay. Whoop, whoop.
I know, it's all staticky here. Today we're going to use our Go Big, but you could also cut this on your Go fabric cutter.
That's right.
As well.
That's right. We'll get these pieces and show you how easy it is.
All right, Erica.
Okay.
So we're going to give it a little love. Slide that mat don't left, because it's pretty staticky here in the Dream Studio.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to pull back our fabric and see, look at all these beautiful notches.
This is fantastic. Okay, so here we've got our pieces. So we just want to lay out, and we're going to have our wide end towards the outside.
Right, so we're going to lay it here in our gray mat.
Oh, it'll show up so much better.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so we've got our blue.
Right, so you want to make sure all of the wide edges are on the same side on the outside, and the narrow edges are on the inside.
Pink, green, right?
Right. And look, there's notches both on the inside and the outside of the fan so that it's going to go together easily.
It really is.
Now, since these are in pairs, Erica, I'm just going to hand them to you in pairs.
Okay.
And we will just chain our pieces.
I will do that. Okay. And we're going to sew from the wide towards the skinny end, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let me get this next section, and I'll let you sew these together, and then we'll add that last section.
Perfect. Okay, there we go.
So now that we have our fan all sewn together,
I love that.
I'm going to tell you to just press it to one direction.
Okay.
It lays nice and flat that way, and then we can add that arch. So I would actually do this with your big iron, give it a really good press so that it lays flat. But we're going to use our shovel iron today. All right, so Erica, let's show everybody how to add this center arch.
Okay, perfect.
So what we're gonna do is find the center notch, which is right here.
Okay.
And we always wanna make sure we have the smile on top,
That's right. And it's a time for pins. It is a time for pins, quilters. And then we're just gonna line up notch by notch. And basically we're gonna just guide it through. The sewing machine is gonna do all the heavy lifting on this.
And I tell you, notches make it so that those arches come together beautifully.
It does. Absolutely. All right. If you hand the pin cushion over, then I'll put my
Excellent,
put
because
them
we're gonna
back
use
in
them
there.
again for the outer
That's
arch.
right.
Look at that. Ta-da,
Look at that. Look
ta-da,
how
ta-da.
well that lays. It's just perfect.
And then I'm going to tell, don't you find that it just kind of lays its own way?
It will. It will.
This
And
one
definitely
kind
you're
of
just
looks
going to
like-
press it down towards that quarter circle.
Right. Give
And
it a nice
now-
good press. Look how pretty that
Look how
turned
pretty
out.
that is. It's lovely. Doesn't this look? It looks just like our fans.
It does. All right. So I'm going to give the edges a little press here because we're going to add that outer arch next. And again, we're going to pin it.
With our smile on top.
There's smile on top. All right, so here we go. Let's start by pinning these. So we're going to start here.
This really, you're going to get your first one done and you're going to say, why did I think curves were so hard? This is so easy.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right, I'm going to get this sewn together now. And there we go. Oh, look at that. It's just stunning.
Isn't that so pretty? All right, so we'll give it a little quick press here with our iron. But again, we would use our big iron and give it a good press so that all of those pieces lay flat. But look at that. Ta-da, ta-da.
Don't be afraid of curves.
All right, Erica, let's talk about this project.
That's right. So this project uses setting triangles. So we
Which
can
are-
point those out. So there are the side ones and then there's also the corner setting triangles.
Right.
And we have videos to show you exactly how to work with those.
Right.
But it also requires sashing and cornerstones, right?
Here, yes. So we have lots of videos that show you how to cut those strips. You're going to use that
Exactly.
2-inch strip die to make that beautiful sashing.
And that's how you're going to put your box together for the top. So follow the pattern to see how to lay out your box and how to sew those rows together. Once your top is complete, layer it with your batting and backing, pin or baste it, and quilt as desired. Now add a binding and don't forget to miter your corners.
The Go system will allow you to cut this traditional block 90% faster than traditional cutting methods, allowing you to spend time doing what you love the most, the sewing and the quilting,
That's right, because at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time
so you can quilt more.